Hi guys! So I'm recording another video because freaking I'm bored. But today we're gonna do some horror stories. And the only reason I'm doing them on Google and not the app they have is because fucking you have to pay to see fucking pictures. Fuck that shit. Fuck it. They can choke and die, which I don't know. Like, the fuck? Google is my best friend. Google is my best friend. And yes, I was searching up BTS wallpapers. The links I wanted one. But I couldn't find any that would fit. I couldn't find any that were cute. So that was a letdown. 2 scary true Instagram stories. No, I don't want to watch that. I have Instagram and freaking, I love that app. So I'm not gonna watch that. It's even more worse than the whole thing with Austin and Jones on the mic. The fuck? Love it. Evil. So yeah, sorry about that. Scary for kids. Scary for kids. Damn right, it's fucking scary for kids. Creepy things kids say. Let's read this. Every horror story I have always has been about kids. Like, what are you gonna get kids? The fuck? Oh my god. Oh god! Fuck that! What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Alright, let's read this. A friend of mine's child told me, "Daddy, I love you so much that I want to cut your head off and carry it around so I can see your face whenever I want." My 3-year-old daughter was standing over the newborn baby brother, looking at him. Then she turned to me and said, "Daddy is a monster. Daddy, it's a monster. We should bury it." Why would you want to bury a fucking child? My cousin used to freak his mom out as a child whenever his mom would ask her why he did something mean or wrong. She would whisper, "The devil told me." Yeah, yep. I was babysitting for a little girl and she asked where I had to park the car. I pointed out the window. My car was across the street. She looked at me and said, "Go to it," without looking both ways. I asked her why. She replied, and she replied, "I went to see someone die." Oh, fuck that shit. Fuck that. One night I was tucking in my 2-year-old son. He said, "Goodbye, Daddy." I corrected him. "No, we say goodnight." He replied, "I know, but this time it's goodbye." I had to come back and check on him a few times during the night to make sure he was still there. That's how freaked out parents get when their child says creepy ass shit. My 3-year-old son was cuddling with his grandmother. He took her face in his hand and stared straight into her eyes and said, "You're very old, and you will die soon." Then he made the point of looking at the clock. My little girl went through a phase where she would just constantly say hi to things. Hi, 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 hi. One day it sounded strange, so I asked her, What's that you're saying?" She turned and faced me and just whispered, "Die, die, 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 die!" Damn. My niece was sleeping over at my parents' house one night. She had the lights on in the spare bedroom. I asked her if she was afraid of the dark. She said, "No, I'm afraid of what is in the dark." I don't know why I'm doing all these creepy ass voices. I apologize. Oh god, which is why my life is cringy. My 5-year-old daughter said, "Mommy, when you die, I want to put you in a glass jar so I can keep you and see you forever." My 6-year-old son laughed and replied, "That's stupid. Where are we going to find a jar that big?" They're planning something. I'm just saying. They're planning something. I'm going to be honest. My 3-year-old daughter was holding her newborn baby brother for the first time. She looked up to me and asked honestly, "So, I should throw him in a fire?" I don't know why that's funny to me. I don't know. Why is that funny to me? Why is that funny to me? My sister was pregnant and we were having a conversation in the dining room table. My 4-year-old son asked my sister if there was a baby in her belly. She told him there was. He slid out his chair and headed for the kitchen saying, "We need to get it out. I'll go get a knife." The fuck? When my son was little, I would sometimes hold him down and pretend to eat his face, saying, "Nom, nom, nom." One day he said, "I'll never eat your face, Mommy. I'll cut it off and wear it as a mask." Fuck that! My 5-year-old cousin drew a picture of a hideous black monster. Then she looked at me and said, "He told me to draw this. ... He's coming for you. ... You better hide." Bitch. No. If my child said that, go to your grandma's for the night. When I was about 3 years old, our cat had kittens, but they all died, and I asked my father if we could make crosses for them, which he did. As he was making them, I asked, "Aren't those too small? Dad, what do you mean? Aren't we going to nail them to them?" "We're not going to do that." This bitch. My mom loves to tell this story. Apparently, when I was 5 or 6, I told her that aliens had stolen her real son and replaced him with me, an exact copy. I said that someday I would return to my home planet, but she shouldn't be sad because her real son was having a good life in ours. Bitch! My little cousin was thrown out of Catholic preschool because he took off his shoe and told one of the nuns, "Shut up or I'll take your eye out with my shoe because I'm the son of the devil." Apparently that was the last straw. Okay, I can't read this anymore. What the hell? Who knew that kids said creepy things? Oh, let's read this. Is this about that doll named Robert? A strange gift on her birthday. Oh God, did her grandma give her it? I guess there isn't a picture. One morning on her birthday, Lucy's mother woke up. Oh. What the fuck? Woke her up and told her that a package had arrived in the mail, and it was addressed to her. The girl hurried and unwrapped the gift and was so horrified at what she found inside. It was the most disgusting old doll she had ever seen. It was completely bald and its skin was cracked and caked in dirt. The worst thing of it all was its teeth. They were long, pointy, sharp, and beastly. They looked like animals' fangs. With a shiver, she took the doll and threw it in the corner. Her mother scolded her, telling her that someone had gone to a lot of trouble to send her this antique doll. Her mother told her she had better appreciate it. Why would you appreciate that? No. I know damn well if I got that on my birthday, I would have already fucking sent it up. I would have already blowtorched it. You know what? I don't know. I'm not reading this. It's not that scary. Because, and plus, I don't want to read it because, like, fuck that. Let's read this. Why was there a TV show on it? What the hell? I hate life. Oh! No. No, many years ago in Borthio, there was an Englishman named Clifford. Macy, who was a young, handsome, and very vain, he faced himself as God's gift to woman and often boasted about his success. Macy was part owner of the tobacco plantation, and his friend and his business partner was another Englishman by the name of Leopold Warwick. Despite being old and fat, Warwick had a wife who was very young and very beautiful, and she was envy of every man who set eyes on her. The three of them lived together in a big house on the plantation. Macy slept in the first bedroom while Warwick and his wife slept in the second. It was rainy season, and there was precious little to do. Macy was bored, and he couldn't find nothing that would keep him entertained. As time went on, he developed a passion for Warwick's wife and began to wish that he could have her for himself. He tried flirting with her, but she wouldn't have anything to do with him. One evening, when her husband was away, Macy made a pass to her, but she slapped his face. However, Macy was the kind man who didn't take no for an answer. Every time she rebuffed him, he became more and more obsessed with her until he was determined to have her at any cost. Yanre who? Although his heart was burning with a white-hot passion, isn't it like red-hot passion? Macy had a devilish and cunning mind. He soon came up with a way to get Warwick out of the picture. In Borneo, there is a type of earwig that lives on waxy secretions. It has a special liking for humans' ears. It was so small and light that it could be crawling on your face that you'd barely even feel it. If it gets into a man's ear, it creeps down into the canal, unable to turn around, feeding as it goes, and causing weeks of hellish tormenting until, well, I'm sure you can use your imagination. I don't want to. Macy paid 2 native men a large sum of money and instructed them to creep into Warwick's bedroom in the middle of the night and place the earwig on his pillow. He went to sleep that night and with a smile on his face and dreamed about the horrible fate that was about to befall his friend. The next morning when Macy came down to breakfast, Warwick seemed bright and cheerful. He watched the old man closely look for any signs of discomfort. Just then Macy felt a strange tickling sensation in his own ear. When he poked a finger into his ear, he discovered that he was bleeding. Jumping up from the table when he looked of the horror that was on his face, shrieked, "This damn thing is in my ear!" It appeared that the men he paid made a terrible mistake, and during the night he had gone into the wrong room and placed the earwig in the wrong man's ear. That was the beginning of the weeks until imaginable pain and agony. There was nothing the doctor could do for him. He laid in his room, tried to go to bed with his wrist lashed on the headboard to prevent him from tearing his ear off. Day and night he writhed and screamed, and as the earwig crept and crawled and twisted through his head, slowly driving him insane. Occasionally, when the earwig was resting, Macy would get a break for his torment, but when it woke up, he would scream and scream and scream. The pain was so unbearable that had been flayed away, burned at the stake, put on a rack, and even hanged by the neck would have been an act of mercy. Every time the doctor came to see him, Macy begged him to put him out of his misery. Then something unexpected happened. Miraculously, the earwig crawled out of his ears. Macy had to come close to brink of death, but he had survived the torment. When he was well enough to talk, the doctor came in to see him. "I suppose they're going to call the police and have me arrested now," said Mercy. "No," the doctor said. "They're not calling the police." "Why not?" Mercy demanded. "I suppose I'm trying to avoid the scandal." No, they're taking pity on you. They know about your condition. What do you mean? You see, the earwig was female, said the doctor, and it laid eggs. Damn. Jado Potato says. That pic, though, I cringed so hard. Still interesting story. Oh, God. Now I have to have, now I'm gonna freaking, if I see an earwig, I'm fucking stomping on it. Fuck this shit. Oh, mirror, mirror. Do I really want to read that? No, I don't. Let's read about the sewer, why don't we? As you know, that's where Pennywise hides. Of course it's in Japan! Of course it's fucking in Japan! Why the fuck is it in Japan? One morning, a young Japanese girl named my waifu was walking to school. On the way, she happened to see another girl playing at the end of the street. For some strange reason, the girl was jumping up and down. Mai knew the girl must be attending the same school as her because they were both wearing the same school uniform. When Mai got closer, she saw that the girl was jumping up and down on a manhole cover. Mai was puzzled. She wondered what the girl was doing. Why was she jumping up and down on the same spot like that? Was she insane? Was it a game? As she was jumping, Mai heard the girl mutter to herself, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. As Mai passed by, she recognized the girl. It was Haruka, a quiet and strange girl in her class who was often the target of bullying. Sometimes the other girls in the class would just ignore Haruka. At other times, they would play cruel pranks on her. The teachers knew she was being bullied, but they turned a blind eye and didn't bother getting involved. I fucking hate it when teachers do that. I swear to God. I swear, teachers don't do jack. Yeah, they teach you things, but they don't do anything. What the fuck? Realizing that school was starting in a few minutes, Mai hurried off, leaving the strange girl to her odd game. That day in class, Mai noticed there was an empty desk. Haruka hadn't shown up for school. All day, Mai wondered what the girl was up to. When the school bell rang, all the kids streamed out onto the street. Mai walked home, and on the way she came across Haruka again. The girl was still in the same spot. She had been that morning, still jumping up and down. Mai walked up to the girl and stopped right in front of her. The girl just kept on jumping as if Mai wasn't there. She had a big smile on her face, and she was saying, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. What are you doing? Asked Mai. Haruka didn't answer. She just went on saying, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. I asked you what you were doing, shouted Mai. The girl just ignored her and kept jumping up and down. Mai didn't particularly like or dislike the girl. She remembered calling the girl some cruel names in the past and bullying her along with her other classmates. Bitch! I got something to say about you. Fucking my waifu. You're my waifu now. I don't fucking care. What? Who do you think you are? Mai shouted. Answer me when I talk to you. Until that moment, Mai had never hated Haruka like the others did, but the sight of the girl enjoying herself so much, ignoring her so completely, filled Mai with anger. You better tell me what you're doing or you'll be sorry, warned Mai. The girl just went jumping happily as if she hadn't heard Mai's warning. Suddenly, Mai lost her temper and pushed Haruka down to the ground. My turn, said Mai, as she took the girl's place and stood on the manhole. Mai jumped up in the air. In the exact moment Haruka reached out and removed the manhole cover, Mai fell straight down. The strange girl got to her feet and replaced the manhole cover. Then, with a big smile of satisfaction on her face, she started jumping up and down again. As she jumped, she said, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. If some bitch tried to do that to me, they would have already been dead. I mean, they wouldn't be dead. I mean, I'd push him in the manhole first. That's all I'm going to say. Let's read this thing about 5 words. And then this will be the last one because, yeah. We got all the ways to be W-S-C-K-T. Scary stories in 5 words. Oh, Just saw my reflection blink. Leaving alone, toilet seat warm. There's a skeleton inside you, alone in the bed. Blanket shifts. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Monday. You didn't kill that spider. It enjoys watching you sleep. My shadow walked past me. Zombies learned to use our guns. 10 missed calls from mom. Swimming. Something touched my foot. Your internet history is public. Last person alive hears you knocking. It was a cannibal snowman. The door was just closed. Freddy is out. Your window. Everyone you know will die. That clown called your name. Text my boyfriend. I'm dead. The devil wants your soul. A dingo ate my baby. Calls came from inside the house. Why is one knife missing? Not paranoid. They're after me. If they wake up, run. Her heart stopped. She didn't. Wife screams at her funeral. You awake, suddenly buried alive. Home alone. Smells strange fire. My term paper due tomorrow. Me. Okay, well, that's not going to be the last one. Freaking hold on, let me check it. Okay, sorry. Oh god, what the heck? I swear to God. That story, some of these stories are really creepy, and some are gonna freaking... Oh my god. Have you ever seen that show called Dead of the Summer? I used to love that show. I love that show. I think it came around like on Halloween. The Laughing Man, the Human Chair. Okay. Writing on the wall, video camera. Let's read about video cameras, because you know fucking video cameras are fucking creepy. Okay. A few years ago, there was a young man named Brian who went to university. He didn't have enough money to live in their campus accommodation, so he had to rent an apartment on his own city. After he had been living there alone for a while, he began noticing something strange things happen. Often when he came back from college, the curtains in his bedroom would be drawn. When he distinctly remembered having left them open, when he left that morning, at the other times, some of his belongings seemed to have been moved, and other possessions were nowhere to be found. These strange occurrences started to creep Brian out, so the young man decided to talk to his friends Trissa and Alex about the situation. They met him at a local dinner, and over coffee, he told them all of the strange things that he's noticed. Maybe I'm just being paranoid, said Brian, but I just get the sneaking suspicion that someone is breaking into my apartment during the day while I'm at university and what? Interrupted Alex. Rearranging your curtains and moving your stuff around? Who in their right mind would bother doing that? It sounds crazy, but you might have a stalker, said Trisha. Trisha Paytas? It's possibly, if it is true, I think the best thing to do is contact the police. What can the police do? Asked Alex. They're not going to spend their time keeping your apartment under surveillance. Besides, there's no damage to any of your things. There's no sign of a break-in. In short, there's no evidence. So what's the option then? Pleaded Byron. I can't just do nothing. I know you can put mine at ease, said Trisha. It's easy. Just get a video camera, set it up in your bedroom, and leave it running when you go to college. If you really do have a stalker, you can show the tape to the police as evidence. You know, that's a great idea, said Brian. And if you're really just paranoid and crazy, you can show the tape to your psychiatrist, joked Alex. That night, Brian borrowed Trisha's video camera and brought it home. The next morning, he hid it directly under some folders on his desk. Before he went to college, he pressed the record button and left the running. During the day, while he sat taking notes and lectures, the young man forgot all about the video camera. It was not until he arrived home in his bedroom that he remembered his plan. Taking the video out of its hiding place, he pressed the stop button. Then he took out his mobile phone and called his friend. "Hey, Trisha," he said. "I just got home. I'm going to watch this video." "Cool, Trisha. Don't hang up. Tell me if you see anything." He pressed play and watched the recording on the video camera's tiny screen. He saw himself leaving for university in the morning and closing the bedroom door. Then there was nothing. He pressed fast forward and scanned thoroughly the video. The room was empty. Still nothing. "I can't wait," replied Trisha. "Anyway, there's nothing worth watching on TV at the moment." "Oh my God!" cried Brian. He pressed play on the video. Press play on the camera. What? Trisha begged. "Exactly. The door's opening," said Brian. "It's a woman." "What she's doing?" asked Trisha. "Just standing there, closing the door, walking around." "Oh my God, so weird. What does she look like?" "I can't see her face. Long, black, stringy hair, tailored dress." "Do you know her?" "No, I don't recognize her at all." "She's carrying a knife, a big kitchen knife. She's going through my trash, now picking up my clothes and sniffing them." "Ugh, gross. What's wrong with her?" She's going over to the closet. She just got into the closet. Fast forward and see if she does anything else. He scanned through the video for a while, but the room was empty. "You know what this means?" said Brian. "I have evidence now. I can go to the police and they'll take me seriously." "I know," said Trisha. "They'll have to. Alex is totally going to freak out when he sees this." "No doubt. He didn't believe you, but I did." "I know. You're a good friend." "Oh my God, wait, what?" Brian pressed play again. "The door's opening," said Brian. "Who is it?" asked Trisha. "Oh, it's okay," said Brian. "It's just me coming home from college." He watched himself on the screen, shutting off the camera. "Let's go to the police now," said Trisha. "I'll go with you. We can show them the tape." "Okay, I'll meet you at dinner in 15 minutes, said Brian as he grabbed the video camera. "Okay, wait a minute," said Trisha. "You said she's got into the closet. Did she ever leave, Brian? Did she ever get out of the closet?" A chill ran down my spine. Behind him, he heard the closet door creak open. "Brian, get out of there!" screamed Trisha. But it was too late. The phone went dead. When she tried to call him again, there was no answer. Later that evening, the police found the body of an 18-year-old college student lying in a pool of his own blood. He had been stabbed 21 times, a video camera clutched in his cold, dead hands. When the police examined it, they discovered that the memory card was missing. No trace of the woman was ever found. Right now, she could be hiding in your closet. I'm going to leave this video off here. Bye.